It scares the hell out of me.
We will be left behind by a lot. AI would be used to make incredibly effective propaganda.
I try to convince people to slow down AI. It's too late.
We've heard Elon warn us about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence on several occasions, which, according to him, could potentially destroy the entire human civilization. For instance, when Elon was invited to the SXSW annual conference, Elon broke his silence on AI for the first time, stating that AI could potentially be more dangerous than nuclear weapons if its development is not regulated. Take a look.
The danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot. And nobody would suggest that we allow anyone to just build nuclear warheads if they want. That would be insane. And mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far. So why do we have no regulatory oversight? This is insane.
Elon expressed his reservations on AI development when he appeared at the Recode conference.
I am concerned about certain directions that AI could take that would be not good for the future. I think it'd be fair to say that not all AI futures are benign. Not all.
Okay.
And so I think it's important, if we have this incredible power of AI, that it not be concentrated in the hands of a few and potentially lead to a world that we don't want.
He stated that artificial intelligence might exceed us in every way, therefore we should make sure that it is benign. Take a look.
If you assume any rate of advancement in AI, we will be left behind by a lot. And so then we could be in benign, but even the benign situation, if you have if you have ultra intelligent AI, we would be so far below them in intelligence that it would be like a pet, basically.
Cat, that's what I was
like
thinking.
A pet. Like a cat.
Elon
like
the
a house
cat.
cat. Yeah, it would be like the house cat.
Right.
And so if you have something, if we create some digital superintelligence that exceeds us in every way by a lot, it's very important that that be benign.
In another interview with CNN Business, Elon explained that AI is developing at a much faster pace than anyone realizes, and therefore we should be proactive towards it rather than being reactive. Check it out.
AI is much more advanced than people realize, and the pace of progress is much greater than people realize. It'd be fairly obvious if you saw a robot walking around talking and behaving like a person, you'd be like, whoa, that's like, what's that? That would be really obvious. What's not obvious is a huge server bank in a dark vault somewhere with an intelligence that's potentially vastly greater than what a human mind can do. Its eyes and ears would be everywhere. Every camera, every microphone, every device that's network accessible. That's really what AI means. It's not like a robot running around. The robots would simply be they'd be like a finger of the AI.
In conversation with HBO, Elon explained that besides the threat of AI weapons, another threat posed by AI is data manipulation. For instance, the advanced AI could manipulate the results of elections and hence start worldwide disputes.
Probably a bigger risk than being hunted down by a drone is that AI would be used to make incredibly effective propaganda. That would not seem like propaganda.
So these are deep fakes.
Yeah, influence the direction of society, influence elections. Artificial intelligence just hones the message, looks at the feedback, makes this message slightly better. Within milliseconds, it can adapt its message and shift and react to news. And there's so many social media accounts out there that are not people. Like, how do you know it's a person, not a person?
He also pointed out that the conventional approach of regulated things won't be effective for AI, and hence we need to take immediate action.
The way in which a regulation is put in place is slow and linear,
Right.
and we are facing an exponential threat. And if you have a linear response to an exponential threat, it's quite likely the exponential threat will win. That, in a nutshell, is the issue.
When the interviewer asked Elon how AI could destroy humans, Elon responded by giving us a very interesting yet scary analogy. Take a look.
We have AI, which could destroy civilization.
Excuse me, how could AI destroy civilization?
It would be something the same way that humans destroyed the habitat of primates. It wouldn't necessarily be destroyed, but we might be relegated to a small corner of the world When Homo sapiens became much smarter than other primates, it pushed all the other ones into small habitats. They're just in the way.
In another interview with Y Combinator, Elon said that even if advanced AI does not develop its own will, it could be very dangerous because it could get stolen by someone and used unethically.
It's not as though I think that the risk is that the AI would develop a will of its own right off the bat. I think it's more that's the concern is that someone may use it in a way that is bad, and even if they weren't going to use it in a way that's bad, that somebody could take it from them and use it in a way that's bad. That's very dangerous. It could also get stolen by somebody bad, like some evil dictator or country could send their intelligence agency to go steal it and gain control. It just becomes a very unstable situation, I think, if you've got any incredibly powerful AI. You just don't know who's going to control that.
AI is a fundamental risk to the existence of human civilization. They will crush you. In my opinion, it is the biggest risk that we face as a civilization is artificial intelligence.
We'll not be able to hold a candle to AI. It's definitely going to be outside of human control.
Because what's going to happen is robots will be able to do everything better than us. I'm including, all of us, But when I say everything, like the robots will be able to do everything, bar nothing. This is really like the scariest problem to me, I'll tell you. I don't think most people understand just how quickly machine intelligence is advancing. It's much faster than almost anyone realizes, even within Silicon Valley, and certainly outside Silicon Valley, people really have no idea.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
Nobody listened.
Nobody listened. Like, if you can't beat it, join it.
I think that the biggest risk is not that the AI will develop a will of its own, but rather that it will follow the will of people that establish its utility function or its optimization function.
The things that I think are really quite likely is that digital intelligence will be able to outthink us in every way, and it will certainly be able to simulate what we consider consciousness. So to a degree that you would not be able to tell the difference.
It could be just something like getting rid of spam email or something, and it's like concludes, well, the best way to get rid of spam is to get rid of humans. If humanity collectively decides that creating digital superintelligence is the right move, then we should do so very, very carefully. Once there is awareness, people will be extremely afraid, as they should be. I'm really very close to the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential. We have to figure out some way to ensure that the advent of digital superintelligence is one which is symbiotic with humanity. I think that's the single biggest existential crisis that we face, and the most pressing one. Let's say if you had an AI that was where the AI's goal was to maximize the value of a portfolio of stocks. One of the ways to maximize value would be to go long on defense, short on consumer, start a war. And then how could it do that? Well, hack into the Malaysian Airlines aircraft routing server, route it over a war zone, then send an anonymous tip that an enemy aircraft is flying overhead right now. The danger of AI is much greater than the the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot. And nobody would suggest that we allow anyone to just build nuclear warheads if they want. That would be insane. And mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far. So why do we have no regulatory oversight? This is insane.
So, just like that pace of progress is remarkable. And you can see more and more coming out. I think robotics. You can see robots that can learn to walk from nothing, within hours, like way faster than any biological being. But the thing that's most dangerous is, and it's the hardest to kind of get your arms around because it's not a physical thing, is kind of a deep intelligence in the network. If there's a super intelligent, particularly if it's engaged in recursive self-improvement, if there's some digital super intelligence and its optimization or utility function is something that's detrimental to humanity, then it will have a very bad effect.
So you used to have more hope, and you gave up some of it, and now you don't worry as much about AI. You're like, this is just what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, yes. The thing that's going to be tricky here is that it's going to be very tempting to use AI as a weapon. It's going to be very tempting. In fact, it will be used as a weapon. So the on-ramp to serious AI, the danger is going to be more humans using it against each other, I think, most likely. That'll be the danger. Yeah. When I made those comments some years ago, but it feels like we are the biological bootloader for AI, effectively. We are building it. And then we're building progressively greater intelligence. And the percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing. And eventually, we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence. I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years. AI doesn't have to be evil to destroy humanity. If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course, without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. It's just like if we're building a road and an anthill happens to be in the way, we don't hate ants. We're just building a road. And so goodbye anthill. I think it's incredibly important that AI not be other. It must be us. And I could be wrong about what I'm saying. I'm certainly open to ideas if anybody can suggest a path that's better. But I think we're really going to have to either merge with AI or be left behind. I think one of the solutions that seems maybe the best one, is to have an AI layer. That's the scenario. The merge scenario with AI is the one that seems like probably the best. Like
for us.
Yes. Like if you can't beat it, join it.